Finding fault with them, he saith,
Behold, the days come, saith Lord Yahweh, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Yehudah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Mithraim, for they persevered not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith Lord Yahweh. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith Lord Yahweh. I will put my law into their mind, and on their hearts will I write it, and I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people, and they shall not teach every man his fellow citizen, and every man his brother, saying, Know the Lord Yahweh. For all shall know me, from the least to the greatest of them, for I will be merciful to their iniquities, and their sins will I remember no more.
In that he saith a new covenant, he hath made the first covenant old, but the other thing becoming old and aging is near disappearance. Indeed, also the first covenant was having righteous statutes of a holy ministration, and also the thing, the worldly sanctuary, Abrim, Hebrews chapter 9. For there was a tabernacle prepared, the first, and in it both the lampstand and the table, and the setting forth of the loaves, which is called Holy Place. And after the second veil, the tabernacle which is called Holy Place of Holy Places, having a golden altar of incense, and the ark of the covenant overlaid round about with gold, wherein was a golden pot holding the manna, and Aharon's rod that budded, and the tablets of the covenant, and above it cherubim of glory overshadowing the atonement cover, of which things it is not now to be speaking according to detail. Now these things having been thus prepared, the priests go in continually into the first tabernacle, accomplishing the services, but into the second the high priest alone, once in the year, not without blood, which he offereth for himself and for the errors of the people. The Holy Spirit this signifying, that the way of the holy places hath not yet been made manifest, whilst yet the first tabernacle is having a standing, which is a figure for the time present, according to which first tabernacle are offered both gifts and sacrifices that cannot, concerning the conscience, make the worshipper perfect, being only with eatings and drinkings and diverse washings, righteous statutes concerning flesh, imposed until a time of reformation. But anointed having come, a high priest of the good things to come, through the greater and more perfect tabernacle not made with hands, that is to say, not of this creation, nor yet through the blood of goats and calves, but through his own blood, he entered in once for all into the holy places, having obtained aeonic redemption. For if the blood of goats and bulls, and the ashes of a heifer sprinkling them that have been defiled, sanctify to the cleanness of the flesh, how much more shall the blood of the anointed, who through the aeonic Spirit offered himself without blemish to the God, cleanse your conscience from dead works to serve the living God? And through this he is being a new covenant's mediator, that, a death having taken place for the redemption of the transgressions that were under the first covenant, they that have been called may receive the promise of the Aeonic inheritance. For where a testament is, there must of necessity be the death of him that made it. For a testament on the basis of dead ones becomes firm, for it doth never avail while he that made it liveth. For what reason even the first covenant hath not been dedicated without blood. For when every command had been spoken by Moshe to all the people, according to the law, he took the blood of the calves and the goats, with water and scarlet wool and hyssop, and sprinkled both the book itself and all the people, saying, This is the blood of the covenant which the God commanded to you. Moreover, the tabernacle and all the vessels of the priestly ministration he sprinkled in like manner with the blood. And according to the law, I may almost say, all things are cleansed with blood, and apart from shedding of blood, there is no remission. It was necessary, therefore, that the copies of the things in the skies should be cleansed with these, but the skyly things themselves with better sacrifices than these. For anointed entered not into a holy place made with hands, like in pattern to the true, but into the sky itself, now to appear before the face of the God for us. Nor yet that he should offer himself often, as the high priest entereth into the holy places year by year, with blood not his own. Else must he often have suffered since the world's foundation. But now once at the consummation of the aeons hath he been manifested to put away sin by the sacrifice of himself. And inasmuch as it is appointed to men once to die, and after this cometh judgment, so the anointed also, having been once offered to bear the sins of many, shall appear a second time, apart from sin, for the ones awaiting him into a salvation.